Hello guys, welcome to C Learning with new video. In this video we will learn about FTP. FTP is a file transfer protocol, how to configure FTP and what is the purpose of FTP. FTP is used to transfer the files. Suppose we have an FTP server, so we connect our FTP server with our network and we save all the file on FTP server. So we transfer any kind of files like firmware file, image file or configuration file to our network. Suppose I built a two topologies where I will configure one router as a FTP server, and uh, and this is will be the client, and in other topology I will use FTP server. This server is an FTP server and this router as a client. So we will configure both topologies. So in FTP server we save files, and suppose we want to import the configuration, so just we go in router and just click the command and select that file from FTP server and import in the router. So we don't need to manually upload the configuration file or firmware file or patch file. So that's why we configure FTP. So when we import file and then we use that file on our any device on our network. So let's go toward the configuration. So first of all we will configure. So I will select two network here. So here I will give the 10.10.10.1/24 and copy. Here I will give 10.10.10.2. Okay. So let's go. So first of all we configure FTP. So go in system view FTP server enable, and then we have to select the path. So what would be the directory of FTP server, where would the file will be saved. So if you go back and here you enter dir, so directory, so you can see by default its directory is a flash. So this is the name of directory. So here there are some file already present. This file name is DHCP, and other one is a portal page zip file, and other one is a state match file, and other one is a SSL VPN zip file. So there is no any configuration file because this device is a fresh device, so there is no any configuration present, so there would be no any file. So when we configure something and save this, and after that the configuration file also appear here. So we go in system view. So we will give the path FTP server FTP question mark. So here is a server, sorry, set directory default FTP directory as a, so what was the name of directory I copy was the flash. So our default directory is a flash. So we just configure here. So now we go in interface and give a IP to that interface G000. This one is our interface, so we will give the IP address to this interface, as IP address is a 10.1.1.1. so this IP address would be our FTP server IP address, because this is the interface IP address. By using this IP address we will access the FTP server. So just go back, and here we create a user. So user is must, because if you want to access the FTP server, so you have to create a user. So here I will create a local user by AAA local user admin, and the password of admin would be cipher admin 123. So this would be our password, and then local user admin service type would be FTP. Now we want to give FTP, and here local user admin, and the privilege level would be maximum level 15. So just go back here. I'll show that previously there was no configuration. Now we done some configuration, and here we run the command save or save all. So now you can see here, now configuration is saved, and here I will do dir. So now you can see here is the now configuration file is present. So we will export this configuration file to our network, or if you want to import this configuration file over FTP server, so whatever you want you can do. So here I will go in system view, interface giga 0/0/0, and the IP address would be 10.1.1.2 and 24. So here is so here as well dir. Now you can see here the dir is now we have this configuration file. So now we ping. So you already know that FTP server use port number 21 for control connection. Control connection mean it make create a session. So client requests this FTP session, so server accept this session, and then server acknowledge that FTP session has been established, and after that server disconnect the session. So port number FTP use port number 21 for control connection, and sorry connection, and port number 20 for data transfer, data connection. For transferring data it used port number 20, and for control connection it used port number 21. So we save the configuration, we ping 10.1.1.1. yes, it would be reachable because it's point to point. Now we uh, do FTP. So previously it's directory, you can see here dir, it's these file are present. So now we do FTP 10.1.1.1, and now you can see here it's asking me for username admin, and admin 123 would be password. Now you are in FTP server. Wait, so here we can change the system name, sysname as FTP server. Okay, now I change the name, save. So here I will do FTP admin 123. Now you can see Huawei FTP, it's login into this server FTP. So now we are in FTP server via this. If I display if I want to check the directory, what file are present in FTP server dir. Now you can see here is a present one configuration file, other file. If I want to export my file from this client to FTP server, or import some file from FTP server to client, I can use just two command, get and put. So if I want to import some configuration, so let's go here dir. Suppose this file is present here, so I want to import this file. So already this file name is already here, a file already, its configuration name is same, but we'll change the name of file. So FTP admin 123. Now we are FTP server dir. So I want to get this file in this PC from FTP server to this client. Now the file here, the file would be transferred. It's giving error that this file is already present in this client, so dual name is not permit, so we can change the name. Now his name, that if you want to change the name, you can change the name as local. So here we change the name as VRP of FTP and .cfg. cfg is important because it is a configuration file, so cfg is an extension of configuration file. So if I enter, so file will be transferred. So now from FTP I get this file. Now you can see here, if I go here, I go back, now I am in this router. So in this client, if I dir, now you can see here this file is present. I just import this file from FTP server. Now you can see here, if you are clear, VRP CFG FTP file. So now if you go in server dir, so here no any VRP FC, I just changed this name as VRP CFG FTP file, import this, and now you can see there is no any configuration present. So if I go back and access FTP 10.1.1.1, and now admin 123, so I want to check the directory of FTP server. Now you can see here these files are present in FTP. So in my directory, if I go back dir, so this is the this client directory, this router directory. So in my directory this file is present, CFG. So I want to export this file. Suppose this is the new file present here, so I want to just export this file over the FTP server. So I will go in FTP server, FTP 10.1.1.1. so here admin 123. Now in FTP server I just put, use this command dir, so there is no such file in FTP directory. So I just add a command put and paste this file here. So if I enter, now you can see here ASCII is file transfer is successful. It's use the ASCII mode to data transfer. FTP use by default ASCII. So if I display dir, now you can see here the FTP directory have this file. Now this file is present in FTP directory. So if I go from outside, if dir, now you can see here this file is present in FTP directory. So this is how we can uh, uh, use FTP server to import file in our network, or from FTP server to your network, and then use this file as in your uh, uh, network or in any router or any switch to upgrade the configuration as a next startup configuration or next startup software or any other. So this is the router. We make this router as a FTP server. If you want to use this FTP, this server present here in PCs, and this server I put just get this server here, and now I will go here, system view interface giga. If you want to use this server, so I am telling this as an additional. So IP address is 192.168.1.1 and 24. So here IP is 1.1. So here I will give IP, sorry, here I will give IP as 1.2. So let's check this. Here just double click on router. Here is a basic information. Here you can give the IP address of router. So I'm trying to paste, so it's not taking. So we have to add manually 192.168.1.2 is the IP address of this PC, and 2.2.24 is a subnet mask. If you want to give a gateway, it's okay. If you don't want to give, because it's a point to point, so it will take it. So here you don't need to give DNS, just save and just go here in FTP server. So here you can select the path of your, if you want to use any file present in, if you download a configuration file in your PC, if you want to use your PC, so you can get the file from your PC to this FTP server. And any file, any software you download in your PC and you want to import that software in your system, router or any switches, any switch, or you can use FTP server to import. So I am just giving the root path to my PC. So I will select here a download, and here document as a root directory. So let me show you. Here in document I have put these files are present in my document, so this will show here as well. It's showing here as well. So we just import some files. Suppose this is the text file is a configuration file, and this file is a PDF file or PFD PDF, or JPG file is a our CC file. Suppose we are supposing that this is our patch file, and this is our system file, and this is our configuration file. So we just taking as random. So I just start the server and go here in go back. Now I will go here system. So I want to access that server, go back FTP. First of all, check the ping 192.168.1.2, either 1.2 is reachable or not. 1.2, yes, it's reachable. Now we do FTP 192.168.1.2 1.2. Now you can see here, so there we do not use any username and password set here. No need, you just enter, double enter. So now you are in FTP server. If I dir, so now you can see here is showing my this is showing my this file on FTP server. So now you go here, so you can see here one jpg file, some is a course certification PDF file, other is a IS2 letter file, and other is a new text file. So this showing that this is the FTP directory, and there these files are present. So I want to get some file from FTP server. So suppose I want to get this file, copy, and suppose first I have to show you I am in router system view, system name as router, this one router, this client we are using this. So let me show you its directory. Now its directory is empty, there is no any file or any configuration file present. So let's save. Now configuration file will also appear here, dir. Now you can see that this configuration file is present. Now we go in FTP 192.168.1.1 1.2. Now just double click and you are in FTP server dir. I want to export this file from FTP to this client, FTP client. So I just put the command get and this file jpg, just get this file. So this file has been imported to my FTP client. So let's check either it's import or not. So I am in router. So if I do dir, now you can see here this jpeg file is my uh, import in my PC. So here if I want to export this configuration file to my PC, so here there is no any configuration file is present in FTP. So this is the router configuration. So I want to export this file, this configuration file. I want to take the backup. Suppose I want to take the backup of this configuration. So I want to export this configuration to my FTP server or suppose my PC. So I will just access FTP 192.168.1.2. Now just double enter. Now we are in FTP dir. Now you can see here there is no any, let me there is no any one is a PDF file, so other one is a PDF. So this is also PDF, and other one is a text file, and there is no any configuration file present. So I just want to that put means put the file over FTP server, put this one file, this configuration file from client, put this configuration file to FTP server. If I enter, so now you can see here the file has been transferred successfully. If I dir, now you can see here this file is present. So let's check our PC. Now you can see here from PC this is the file has been come to my downloads and documents. This is my PC, so I just put this file over FTP server from that client. So that's how you can import and export the file. So I take the configuration of this file, so the in directory. So dir, it's showing in directory that this file has been exported to directory. If we want to export this text file to your this client from FTP server, so just put a command get this file, this PDF file. So now this PDF file would be in your router. So if you are in router dir, here the PDF file is present. Now you can see here this PDF file is present in your this router directory. So this is how you can use FTP server to transfer the file and import the file from FTP server or from your PC. You can also use your PC as a FTP client. So there are many FTP client are present on internet. So just download that client and connect to that network, and enter the IP of that network or router, and you can just enter that router. And if you want to save the file or put the file over the FTP server, so you can take the backup of the configuration. So that's all for today's video. Hope you like the video. If you have any questions, so you can ask in comments. So I tried these two videos, two scenarios, router to router and from router to server. So there is no any option from end device to access the FTP server. So that's why I do not use the end device, because there is no any option present in end device to take FTP. So that's why I use this router as a client. So that's all for today's video. Hope you like a video. Thank you very much.